Oh, by the way, thanks for driving for a change.
No problem, man. Happy to do it.
You know, does this sound weird? I had this dream that we were like in a luxury car rolling around St. Louis. That'll be the day, huh?
That'd be sweet.
That would be sweet.
Maybe one day.
Well, here we are, two Bens in Ben Fred's truck. What are the features in here, man? What do you got?
We got windows.
Window they go up and down.
Both, yep. Yeah. With one touch of the button. There's a bed in the back.
The bed in the back of the truck. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also the turn signal for it, both ways.
Left and right.
Yep.
And apparently, tape deck is a nice feature in Ben Fred's truck.
You gotta rewind. Can you rewind those?
All right. Gloomy day here in St. Louis, fittingly, because the St. Louis Blues are in a bind, down 3-1 to the Nashville Predators in the second round series. Man, that game 4 was frustrating. Of course, the Ryan Reeves penalty was something that everyone was and is talking about in St. Louis. Still, look, I think a lot of us can agree that it was a weird call because everyone was getting at it. He just went in there saying, "Hey, McLeod, if you're gonna fight me." And kind of like in Wayne's World, if you're gonna spew in this.
You just wanted to grab him by the collar a little bit. Just give him, somebody's got to do that.
Yeah. So that was frustrating. Yeah. And then they scored. The other team scored the power play goal. But for me, if we're pointing fingers, hey Edmondson, that penalty he did on Subban, I don't think that should have had a embellishment call. So if we're gonna point fingers at Reeves, we definitely have to point one at Edmondson too in that situation because that could have easily been another Nashville power play. But regardless, Ben,
Well, hold on a second.
Oh, excuse me.
Can we just give like a PSA to officials and referees out there? No one wants to see you be part of the story.
Right, I don't want to know your name.
Especially not in the postseason.
Yeah.
Keep your name out of the paper. That's just do your job. Look, we know that penalties happen, you got to call them. But that late in the game, after you had let the game be played a certain way, up to that point, don't give a team an advantage when it's just a big scrum.
Right.
If you're going to send somebody out, then send out an equal number of guys. They're all in there pushing each other around. There's no need to give the Predators an advantage right there, especially when we've seen how good they are on the power play. That changed the course of the game. Now, I'm not giving the Blues a pass, though.
Right, that's what I was going to say.
Because, look, they've talked on and on about how they have to be more disciplined. They have to stay 5-on-5. Well, one way you don't stay 5-on-5 is to have Ryan Reeves go in there grabbing people because you open yourself up to risk, especially on the road. So they said they needed to be smarter. They weren't smarter, and it got to it. Now they got to win 3 in a row.
Penalties or not, they have to score more goals. And credit to that first line for at least trying to make some things happen. But the second down, I mean, Perron and Berglund. Are they out there? Is that did somebody win?
I saw
like
a photo. They're there.
They are.
Yeah,
well, no. Here's my thing though. Yeah, the helmets. I wonder if there was like some fan won a contest, like B Berglund for a day, B Perron for a day, and I mean it's just really frustrating to watch these guys who did so well in the regular season. I mean, I stand by. I mean, Berglund, I've written a lot of positive things about him. He's taken a lot of shots over the years, but he had a very good second half of the year and season in general. Perron was the surprise of the season, but now Perron's the disappointment of the postseason.
Who would you be for a day if you were a Blue for a day?
Oh man, there's no question I'd be Jake Allen.
Oh, okay.
He's the man. I mean,
you think he'd stop some of those shots?
Oh my God, that shot he saved with like his toe, where he's like.
I think it was his. All right. I think it was actually his toenail.
His toenail.
Did these guys win 3 straight?
Ben, that's a great question. I think they can win Game 5 in St. Louis. Again, Nashville's better than St. Louis, but all these games are close. We've seen shots hit the post that could determine the outcome of the game. There haven't been blowouts in this series, so I think St. Louis can win in St. Louis, which means party in Nashville Saturday night, because Sunday night will be Game 6.
I think I'll say this about the Blues, and I know it drives fans crazy. Oftentimes they do play their best when their back's up against the wall. So these guys have defied us writing them off multiple times this season. We'll see if they can do it again, but they gotta score, and they gotta stop putting themselves in undesirable spots based on their own play.
But just be careful if somebody's back's against the wall. Don't go in there and grab the guy that's got his back against the wall and try to find him. That could be 2 minutes.
Can you hand me that 8-track again?
No, this is
that Waylon Jennings?
Oh, I like Waylon Jennings.
Put that in.